Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, area schools struggled on the baseball and softball field, but first, today's top stories. Officials have overcome brief delays and are moving forward with plans to merge the Southeast Iowa Link and South Central Behavioral Health regions, including Monroe County, into a single agency named the Mental Health Agency of Southeast Iowa. The approval of governing document called a 28E agreement was initially stalled by some county attorneys, but the concerns were addressed and many counties voted in favor of the revised agreement. The updated version includes clarifications on actions in the absence of officials, provisions for settling disputes in court if arbitration fails, and stricter requirements for agreement amendments. The revised agreement also adjusts the composition of the governing board, capping it at 13 members with a maximum of 6 elected officials as mandated by recent legislation. Despite frustrations with reduced influence for elected officials, the merger is expected to be finalized before the start of the next fiscal year on July 1st. The Midwest Old Threshers reunion is months away, but preparations are already underway. The organization is urging the community to support the event by opening their homes to visitors. The Old Threshers local in-home stay program offers a more welcoming option for event volunteers, vendors, and guests who prefer a homier experience. The program has a long-standing tradition dating back over 30 years. Coordinator Lori Schultz pairs hosts with visitors, allowing them to communicate and ensure compatibility. Many visitors return year after year and even develop friendships with their hosts. While some may hesitate due to changes in the world, Schultz emphasized the positive experience and wonderful people involved. The program currently has around 20 homes available, but they've recently lost 5, leaving a need for more hosts. Interested homeowners can contact Schultz to participate in the program, which runs from August 31st to September 4th. The Washington County Y received a framed photo of Edna McCarty, the first executive director of the YWCA, from Charlotte Anderson, chairperson of the Washington YWCA Endowment. The photo represents the dedication of YWCA women who worked towards equality in providing resources for women and children. Amy Schulte, the current Y director, expressed gratitude for the donation and highlighted the Y's commitment to continuing the YWCA's mission through their services. The YWCA was recognized as the Women of Washington, Iowa Endowment in 2012, which has been supporting programs and services for women and children in the community. Notably, WOWIE played a significant role in funding the construction of the Child Care Center at Stewart School. The framed photo will be displayed alongside the historical photos in the Y's lobby, commemorating the organization's important past. The Mount Pleasant Community Band is set to kick off its summer season, filling Central Park with music on Thursday evenings. Director Adam Krieger announced the return of the band in the first concert scheduled for Thursday, June 15th at 7 p.m. on the Mount Pleasant City Square. The concert will feature a mix of Carole King marches, show tunes, rock tunes, multicultural folk tunes, along with some bad dad jokes and puns. The band invites musicians of all ages to join and participate in creating music for the concerts. The community band welcomes new members who have a passion for playing music and serving the community through their musical talents. The band's first practice for the upcoming concert will be held on June 13th at 7 p.m. in the Mount Pleasant Middle School Music Room. Effective June 21st, Federation Bank's current drive-up facility located at 220 East Washington Street will move to 300 South Iowa Avenue. The ATM machine at the location will also be shut down at that time. At the new location, the bank will be utilizing ITMs, interactive teller machines, to serve as the drive-up. The ITMs have video tellers if customers need to talk to a customer service representative. For more information, contact Trent Holtkamp, the president and CEO of Federation Bank. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or learning how to square dance over at the Dance Barn. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it. We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, we have your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. Randy Lodge's of Donaldson passed around June 7th. Services were at 10:30 a.m. June 12th at Schmidt's Funeral Home. Gloria M. Jewett of Burlington passed around May 14th at the age of 78. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. June 17th at the First United Methodist Church. Pure Funeral Services is in charge of the arrangements. Leslie Diane Yaley of Danville passed away on June 7th at the age of 58. A celebration of life will be held at 10 a.m. June 13th at New London Christian Church. Elliott Funeral Chapel is in charge of the arrangements. Edward Charles Bodkin of Washington passed away on June 7th at the age of 51. A graveside service will be held at 1 p.m. June 12th at the Sutton Cemetery in Fulton. Beatty Peterson Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Lloyd Thomas Griner of Fairfield passed away on June 7th at the age of 77. There will be no services at this time. Benner Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Donald James Reed of Washington passed away on June 7th at the age of 71. A celebration of life will be held at a later date. Then Jones and Ian Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. We've had some beautiful weather today with a high of 76 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow temperatures will rise to 84 degrees and it'll be mostly sunny. Temperatures will stay in the mid-80s for the rest of the week with a high for Wednesday at 86 and the skies will remain mostly sunny. On Thursday, it'll be 85 and partly cloudy. Finally, on Friday, it'll be the exact same as Thursday. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. Mount Pleasant baseball had a successful week, winning 2 games against Keokuk and Alburnett. The Panthers' overall record improved to 4-1, following a slow start to the week at 3-5. In the games against Keokuk, both teams remained scoreless until the second inning when Keokuk scored a single run. However, Mount Pleasant dominated the 5th inning, scoring all 4 of their runs to secure a 4-1 victory. Jake Ensminger led the team with 2 hits and 1 RBI. On the mound, Ben Newton allowed 1 run on 2 hits, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. In their game against Alburnett, Mount Pleasant fell behind 3-0, but made a comeback in the 5th inning, tying the game at 3-3. They took the lead in the next inning, only to have Alburnett regain the lead in the 7th. Mount Pleasant responded with a tying run and eventually won in the 8th inning. Cedric Vanghouse had an outstanding performance, going 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs. J.C. Sitar contributed with 1 hit and 2 RBIs. The team's pitchers, including Vanghouse, Ensminger, and Peyton Higgins, combined to allow 5 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. With the victories, Mount Pleasant's season record stands at 6-6. Next, they will face Burlington on the road on Monday. Washington baseball faced tough losses at the end of the week, falling to Fort Madison 14-0 and suffering a walk-off defeat to West Branch with a score of 10-9. In their game against Fort Madison, the Bloodhounds established an early lead by scoring 1 run each of the first 2 innings. They extended their advantage with 4 runs in the 3rd and 3 in the 5th. Washington struggled to generate offense, recording only 3 hits compared to Fort Madison's 17. Ethan Patterson, Caleb Zaglovsky, and Noah Griner each contributed a single hit. On the pitching side, Lucas Zaz and Chase Griner gave up 14 runs, 9 of which were earned, on 17 hits and 4 walks. In their matchup against West Branch, Washington fought hard, but came up short when the Bears hit a walk-off in the final inning. With the losses, Washington's season record dropped to 3-9. They will seek to rebound on Monday as they face Fairfield on the road. The Mount Pleasant softball team experienced a 13-3 defeat against Keokuk on Thursday night in Keokuk. After securing their first Southeast Conference win earlier in the week, the Panthers aimed to challenge the Chiefs on their home turf, but faced a significant setback when the Chiefs scored 9 runs in the first inning. Despite Mount Pleasant's 2-run response in the second inning, Keokuk added 4 more runs in the third, establishing a commanding 13-2 lead. In the fifth inning, Mount Pleasant needed at least 2 runs to extend the game, but they managed to score only 1, resulting in a 10-point victory for the Chiefs. During the game, the Mount Pleasant collected 9 hits, with Emma Starr going 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Maya Starr contributed a double and 2 RBIs, going 2 for 2 at the plate. Jaden Hausch and Jersey Beachy each added 2 hits, and Jolyn Martin and Ty Alter pitched for Mount Pleasant, but were unable to contain Keokuk's offense. With the loss, Mount Pleasant's conference record dropped to 1-5. Their next challenge will be against the 9th-ranked team Burlington on Monday, who remains undefeated in SAC play with a 6-0 record. In their third and final Southeast Conference meeting of the season, the Washington softball team faced a 12-3 loss to Fort Madison. Although the Demons took an early 1-0 lead in the first inning, they were unable to maintain their advantage. Fort Madison dominated the game, scoring 12 consecutive runs for the 3rd to 7th innings. Washington had several opportunities to score, but struggled to bring runners home. They managed to add 2 more runs in the bottom of the 7th, but ran out of outs. The Demons recorded 7 hits, with Olivia Anderson leading the team with 2 hits. Layton Salazar, Haley Mitchell, and Emery Walton each had 1 hit and an RBI. Pitchers Isabella Salazar and Hallie Cutterback combined for 18 hits, 12 runs, 9 of which were earned, and 4 strikeouts. Despite the loss, Washington participated in the Jessup tournament and finished the weekend with a 2-2 record. They won 10-0 against Independence, but faced a tough 12-3 defeat against Cascade. They then defeated Center Point Urbanus 11-7 before narrowly losing 2-1 to Edgewood Colesburg. With these results, the Demons' overall record stands at 12-8. They will resume action today with an SEC battle against Fairfield on the road. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your